So in this lab, we are going to go through some of the output that are extracted from the Nmap scan, the Nmap file extension, the graphable Nmap file extension, GNMap, the XML output, and also the dash A results of. So in order to do this lab, we will switch on the client, Kali Linux, and the server 2 VMs. Only 2 VMs required. So to help us, we will need to know the IP address of server 2. So for my client here, what I'll do is I will use the nmap command, sudo nmap, sorry, not nmap, net discover. So for me to know the IP address of the devices on the network. So my password, then I'll perform the scan. So since there is only one server 2 online, so this server 2 will be this IP address over here, 10.10.10.10. So this will be the IP address for server 2 over here. So once I've done that, so I can stop the scanning. Okay, so I know now my server 2 is 10.10.10.10. So let's try to perform the scan on the Nmap for server 2. Okay, so at task 2 over here, we are going to run this command, sudo nmap dash p dash scan all ports 10.10.10.10. Okay, with the output dash o a. A stands for all, output all. And give it a name. For example, I want to call it Shenghang. Okay. So after that, I press enter. I let the scan perform the relevant results, and then it will output on the files over here called Shenghang. Okay, so the results are out. So these are the vulnerable ports and services that are found on the server 2, IP address 10.10.10.10. Okay, over here. So when you go over to the terminal, you type the command ls. Ls stands for list. You will see the contents of the files over here. So these are the files that we have just generated. Okay, so maybe ls is not good enough. Let's try ls dash l. Okay, list. So these are the files that we have just generated. Today is 30th of October. The three files, shenghang.gnmap, shenghang.nmap, and shenghang.xml. So these are the three files that we have just created based on this scan over here. So record the test results, list the file format scans. So I've scanned the three formats here, GNMap. So this one is GNMap. Then the second one is Nmap. The third one is XML. So three file formats that are created. Okay. So let's go on. Next, we are going to take a look at the content inside this Nmap file. So let's try to catch this file here, shenghang.nmap. Okay. So after that, what I will see is this is the output of the file, the Nmap file. So essentially, it's the same as the output from the terminal console. Okay. So the question asks, list the ports that are saved inside the target Nmap file. So we are going to highlight these ports here. There are total of the number of ports. Okay, I think I'll just leave all these. Okay, so once I highlighted all these ports, I'll just drag these port numbers into this table here. So these are the ports that are found to be vulnerable on server 2. Okay, so that is for task number 5. So let's go on and examine the GMM file. Okay, here, so let's catch the Nmap file, graphical Nmap file. So once this is done, we'll press enter. So this is the results that are stored inside the GMM file. Quite a number of them. So let's try to answer the question here. How many ports are displayed on the G output format? Okay, so how many ports can you see? A lot. How many ports? We have to count on this 1, 2, 3. 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 ports. So 29 ports are on display. So how many ports? 29. Okay, so this is for the GMF file. Other than that, okay, let's continue for part number 8 and 9. So what is the display output format for this target? Is it correct? Yeah, correct. Display output format. So this format is called the graphical format. It's the graphical output format. Graphical output format. Okay, then we go on to part number 10, 11, 12. So let's examine the file output for XML. Okay, so let's take a look at the file for XML. So in this case, we are calling the file xslt to try and open the file using the XML file. Output as a HTML file. And press enter. So after that, you will open the output as convert to HTML format. And let's take a look at the file output here. So now we have a new format. This is the HTML file format that is converted from the XML format. Okay. So once converted, are you able to convert the target XML to target HTML? Yes. So then what shall we do? Copy the file target to desktop. Okay, so let's do that. So we are going to copy the file -r from the root. No, I'm not in the root. Slash. I think I'm called copy here. Okay, so from the HTML to the desktop. So my desktop is called desktop and press enter. So now after I copy to the desktop, I can see the file on the desktop here, which I just copied. Okay, so I can right click open with web browser. It should appear on the browser in a few seconds. Okay, so this is the results that we have just scanned on the Nmap. So as you can see over here, maybe let me zoom in a bit so that you can see better. Okay, so this is the Nmap scan result we have just created on the Nmap console. The IP address 10.10.10.10. Scan summary over here, the command we used was this. And then on the date which we scanned, this is the date, Monday, 30th October 2:07 AM. I think this is US timing. Okay. So the results are here. These are the ports that are open. So out of the 6,565,000 ports scanned, the following ports have replied or open port release. So these are the status. These are the ports. Of course, you can click more information. For example, over here, since this is an XML, HTML file, you can click to get the links. So these are the information. Okay. So very nicely laid out as a HTML format. So you can use this format when you try to submit to your project. Okay. When you want to do it as a presentation. So because some of you may find, oh, if I use the scan result on the terminal, right? So if I scan this one, then it's like, wow, very ugly. So this format, you don't like this format. Where is it? Maybe some of you don't like this format. Okay. So for those of you, if you want to use the XML format so that it looks more impressive, you can use this HTML format instead. Just do the necessary conversion, that's all. Okay. Any question? Quite simple. Yes. Oh, okay. So this is basically how you convert the file from the XML to HTML format. So let me just finish up this one. Yes, I can convert. So can I open on the browser? Yes, I can open also. And that's it for this lab.